Well, I decided to keep walking today instead of sitting down and talking to you guys because I'm late for a very important date. We're taking care of our grandchild. He's like a year and a half. So he had a sleepover last night. So I can't be real long. So I go back and help some more. But he's fun. It's fun watching a kid learn, talk, grow. That's what we have to keep doing at any age, man. I feel I'm more like him. I walk like him. I'm not very steady. I mumble a lot like him. So I got a lot to have in common. That's what's neat about being old. It's all cyclical. But more importantly, I want to talk about something that's been, I was listening to a philosopher this morning and how, pandemic really, the people aren't going to work. It's not so much the money and things like that. Probably a little bit. I mean, there's all kind of reasons you could say, but people are paying more wages. But I think it gave us a chance to think about our life. So it's, we usually just wake up and we're on remote control. We got to do this. We got to take out the garbage. We got to make money. We got to do all this stuff, and we don't think about it. And it's hard to stop and think. So I think that's what's the good part of this pandemic and all this stuff that was going on and still going on is a chance to think. And I think most of us, I feel we have two parts of life. One is that to love somebody individually if we can, that's family and lovers and things like that. And the other one is to love society with our profession and our skills and knowledge or whatever to help the society at whole and also support ourselves, okay? So it can get complicated or whatever, but everything doesn't work for everybody all the time. But more importantly, I think it gave us a chance to rethink, why are we staying in a job we hate? I know lawyers making $1 million a year and they hate what they're doing. Why the hell are we doing it? But I'm not worried about lawyers making $100 a year. That's not an interesting problem. It's the people that are making not enough to survive and have a lousy job, and hate their work every day, and they don't even have enough money. Now that's the issue, and that's where there's more help. People making $1 million, they could, they have a lot of money to spend to solve that problem. They don't need. It's the people who don't have the money to solve that problem, and that's what I want to help people with, is show where you can change that. But it takes, you don't just flip a switch and that happens. It's something that you have to do step by step and try some things that do work and don't work, and keep a foot in that you're at least, getting income to keep afloat. And that's the important thing. And if you have responsibilities, that's a whole other. But anyway, I just did a video right before this on YouTube. Take a look on how the government programs are out there to do this. If you don't have a college degree or training or anything like that, and you're stuck at a low income job that you hate, well, you can, there's training now that will give you a free computer and teach you computer skills. Wow, you don't have to go to college and spend $100,000 and get in debt for the rest of your life. These are free programs that are all over. Now, they're different all over. Every state has different, every county has different, whatever. But I show you the sample, and that's it. That's a sample program that's in, I forget what, I think it's in Connecticut. At some counties in Connecticut have this program, and it's part-time. So you keep your normal job. You go like 2 hours a day for twice a week and learn these skills to get a better job. Or this would be even better, because something like that with the computer and learning computer skills, not get a job, but get a remote job. So many more jobs are going to be remote, and that means you have to know computers. So if you don't know that, well, here's a place where you get a free computer and learn how to use it. And so when they're looking for a remote position, man, that's you, and you stay at home and don't have to sit and work a rush hour. Now that's pretty cool. and that's the kind of stuff that's out there. The whole thing, it takes work, it takes digging. It takes trial and error. Nobody's going to come up, with the perfect sandwich. You got to try a whole bunch first to see which is right for you, and then keep going. And once you try a few, then you'll say, oh, I know where there's a better one over here. And that's how you learn, is by trying and failing. If you're not getting out and failing, then you can't learn where the real good stuff is. And you don't even know what the good stuff is. I mean, how would you know that there's a program that gives out free computers and trains you how to use them? Wow. You're gonna, go on Google and look for computer training and find some for-profit college that's going to charge you $20,000, and you think that's your only way out, and it's not. And that's the important thing. It's not the only way. They're showing you a way out for them, not you. They want you to go in debt more, give them the money, and who the hell knows what you get. And that's why, changing your life without money is, you got to get on stable footing and try that, step by step. I mean, you can do it part-time or whatever, and actually with the gig economy now too. I mean, you don't even have to know much about computers. You have to have a computer because that's where the jobs are, but you can do it on a cell phone. I mean, the phones are as big as computers nowadays anyway, and that's, the gig economy is a great way to make extra income. It's like having your own business without the hassle and no cost, and that's what I think it's the silliest thing people do is, and you don't know better because you don't know the options sometimes, but people who want to give up their job or have no job and expect to start a business and make a ton of dough and have nothing to worry about financially. Well, no. Well, first of all, if you think you need money to start a business, that's not really true. You don't. Some businesses you do, but there's a lot you don't anymore. And that's the important thing. So if you want to start a business, start one that doesn't cost money, because otherwise you're going to spend 3-6 months or more trying to find money and may not get it. But if you start a business without money, then you're in business tomorrow morning. And that's the important thing. And then you start looking for customers, because if you spend 6 months looking for money and then look for customers, wow, and then you find out you got the wrong business, then it's all over again. And you're back at stage one. So that's why I think it's, try to, if you're interested in starting your own business, you never did, and you need money quickly, don't start a business that costs money. You work up to that. Because if you need money quickly, like in the next 6 months or so, it's rare that a business from ground zero, I don't know what that is. I'm down at Lincoln Memorial City. But I'm working. I'm walking, because I got to get back to see. His name is Caleb. And he's fun to watch. And actually, he's still... See, I fear that he's going to think I'm a real idiot, and sort of passé. But now it's easy to make him laugh at anything. So it's great. I don't know what's going on back there, but it's busy. Yeah, I didn't read in the paper how many people were at that march yesterday on the Capitol Hill that I showed you. See that guy riding down there? Huh? He's doing buckle tricks. Can you see him? I don't know if you see him, yeah. Anyway. So it's taking little steps. It's not complaining so much. You want to, that's natural, and we all do that. But it's really taking a step forward. Like when I help people try to do something, start a business, or whatever, my rule of thumb, I'll talk to you 3 times. If you still haven't done anything yet, you can't get anything new from me. So that's why it's really putting something into action is what to do. You look at If you go to 211 or findhelp.org, 211.org or findhelp.org, and put in job training, and you'll see dozens and dozens, depending on where you live, of nonprofit organizations that train you for skills that are decent wages for free. And that's and absolutely, definitely go to your Career One Stop, because that's in every county, and they do the same thing. They train you for free to get a better job. And they also know about other government programs, like if you're a single mom and taking care of kids, to get paid for the daycare and other expenses and things like that. So all those kind of programs are there. They just take work to follow and follow up on. It's all about following up. It's not even about finding the program. It's what you do after that. And that's where the rubber meets the road. And if you're not willing to do that, then your chances of succeeding at using these things gets smaller and smaller the less personal effort you put into it, like anything else. I mean, it's not a new theory. I think Newton figured that out. Basic physics. But
Yo, Bill Nye.
see, somebody thinks I'm Bill Nye. I'm not Bill Nye. I think that.
Can we get your signature?
Can we get your signature?
I'm not Bill Nye.
You're that guy from YouTube? Bill Nye?
No.
That guy from YouTube.
The video.
We can
tell, we remember.
With
What
me?
With a suit on. Can I please get your signature? The lovebird, right?
I'm not Bill Nye.
Answering the love words questions?
No.
You have to please.
Lie.
I've been dreaming. Can we please get your signature? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's what that little thing was. Oh my God, all that good stuff. Now you hear me, huh? Well, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do the same thing tomorrow. And we'll figure that out. Wow, I see. I saw a little pop-up on the bottom and I can't read it very well. So I didn't know. Wow. So you can hear me now? Anybody still around? Hi, thank you. Anybody still around? You can hear me? I guess nobody's still around. That's why. They're not going to wait 10 minutes to listen to nothing. Well, worse has happened in my life. And that's cool. But okay, I'm going to stop on this so I get... it stopped when the guys approached you. Oh, it stopped when the guys approached me. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know what I did. But I guess I touched something. Oh, that's good to know. So I got a lot of the stuff out. That's nice. Okay, guys, I guess then I did my bit. And remember the grant we're giving away. And don't forget, if you know, you have two ways to use this grant. One is to help yourself, or two is to find somebody that needs the money more than you do and apply for them. Okay, so if you need somebody who needs an extra $1,000 and you think they deserve it, then as a member of Let's Go Help, you apply for them. And we'll give it directly to them because you're a member. So that's a way to, you could feel the same wonderful feeling I have of giving something that somebody else needs more than you do. And I think that's the way it should be, but I'm biased and I'm sure it doesn't work all the time anyway. So we just try in our own little way to do things, and that's mine. And so you could use me to do it for yourself. You know, somebody in the community that really needs, you know, could really use $500 or $1,000, well, tell us about them and apply for them. And you'll see, I mean, we got last time a wonderful story came out of it, of this guy helping somebody he knew for a long time and was homeless now, and now he's going to school because of the money that the fellow applied for him to go and get the training he needed to become a mortician or whatever you work in a funeral home, whatever you call those people. So you can help other people yourself, and also as members help other members, because what do I need to become a member? Look under the description. In the description I put all the information about membership. There's two ways now, because a lot of people don't like Facebook, and neither do I, but we're on there. Most of the members are there. But also the members on Facebook are also on the new one we're doing called Let's Go Help 2, and I show you how you could apply directly to that one without being a member of Facebook. And that's nicer in a way. You could apply to the $1,000 grant there too. We have a group that, you know, October 4th is the grant deadline, and you could apply there. And also join your state group, because I'm trying to get more people to help other people in their state looking for things. Because if you looked for grants in your state, you were, someone was good, someone was bad, to share that information, to encourage other people too about things, and tell them your stories about how you got something and how they could do this too, where to go. I mean, as yesterday, a member was giving the name of a person who was so helpful for him, to them, and he said, yeah, call this lady. She does it all. She knows it and can get it for you, you know. And that's the kind of thing. See, if we get more of that going on, then, you know, it's sort of crowdfunding for grants. So you being the crowd as members of other members, so you just don't have me. I mean, I've been doing this 50 years, but shit, I can't know all this stuff locally. And also the problem is that it's hard for me to relate to someone starting to learn about this. I've been studying it for 50 years, so I'm impressed by, it takes a lot to impress me. So, here, I want to show you something else. Here is, this is really interesting. They have, I don't know how many thousand flags. This is by the Washington Monument. Can you see all those white things? They're little flags in the ground. And they all have little messages on to people who died from COVID. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, that's what they're doing, is people write a note, about someone who died or whatever.
Part of the big conspiracy.
Isn't that amazing? So there's all kinds of people doing good. It's easy to do good. It's just that there's no motivation. Everybody wants you to make big money out of it or make them money. And there's other things in life to worry about. And certainly that's one of them. And you have to take care of yourself, and be self-sufficient. So somebody else doesn't have to take care of you. And then you take care of somebody else. And that's the joy in life. And life, gets pretty basic when you see all this stuff with the pandemic going on. Wow. Who would have thought that your life could change this quickly overnight? So that's why it's, you have to start building up your own resilience. So for the next time something happens like this, you're prepared. And it's really, I think, skills now. If it's income you need, it's skills that will give you. Let me read you one here. Don, know that you are loved and missed. I hope you are having a time of your life with maybe God. Tell Dad that I love him. Oh, don't know. Interesting. But it is a sea of these things. See them behind me? They're all over. I don't know who stuck them all on the ground. I'm going to show you the sign they have. They have a place I think you could. I'm going to put this the other way. How do I turn you around? Okay, here. See, this is what it's like. See the little booth up there? This is, look at that. Isn't that amazing? And here's the booth. It's called Remember. I'm not sure what that is. But there you sign up, I guess, to get a. Here, maybe you could read this. Each flag honors someone who died from COVID-19. This art first appeared at the D.C. Armory in the fall of 2020. By the time the exhibit closed on November 13th, the U.S. toll was 267,000. Most of the flags dedicated last fall have been added here in the section 00. Others are currently on display at the Smithsonian National Gallery of American History. We welcome your experience. This art, with its 3.8 miles of pathway, 3 miles of pathways and numerous benches to reflect. Each of the white flag honors someone who died in America who died because of COVID-19. To dedicate a flag for someone with special whom you have lost, please visit the reception tent. Because many people across the nation will be unable to visit the exhibit, the artist has teamed up with ESRI.Inc. to present this art in the digital sphere, currently at inamericaflags.org. At this website, people across the country will be able to view your flag and to join us in honoring your loved one lost to COVID-19. So you see that? inamericaflags.org. So you go there and you could add to it. Dedicated flags will become part of the installation. The artist reserves the right to donate all or a portion of the art to the Smithsonian or other achieving institutions. Okay, so it's ESRIE. Is the world leader in mapping and place-based information systems. Okay. See, people are here filling out little flags, I guess, to leave them, and then they'll put them in the ground. Can you fill out one of these online or not?
You can.
You can. So it's a way to do. Pardon me?
You can. Essentially, if you fill it out online, we will get a card, and there will probably be a 2 or 3 day delay, and then we will fill it out physically.
Oh, I see. So you do.
Or you can do it right now and do the dedication.
Oh, I see. Oh.
So you're going to take your flag.
Okay. I'm online, so it's a little hard. I'll come back. Thank you.
You just go along the perimeter. You're going to pull up a flag.
Ah, see?
Flag, bring one flag back. In about 5 minutes.
Oh, that was cool. So that's what's fun about Washington, you know. It's hard to get, you know, that's why it's an international city to me, but not like New York or San Francisco, which is so overwhelming to live in. This is an international city, and, you know, actually you could be middle class here too. It's pretty cool. In New York and San Francisco, it's hard to be middle class. You got a rich kid or, you know, dirt poor, and you're okay. Not okay, but you know what I mean. But it seems that it's built for them more. But this is amazing. I mean, look at all these flags. Let's see, somebody has a question. Hey Matt, let's go. Lots of tips. Help me and save something. Nothing better than helping people. It helped me save money. I invested, then I was able to leave my job. You're right. Oh, wow, a rock star. Wow. At 13 or 30, I wanted to be.
I lost your card. Do you have a business card?
Oh, yeah.
I
That's.
read it to you before. and
Oh, yeah,
lost
no, I
your card.
remember. Let's see, I should have something here somewhere. Hey, somebody lost my card. Say hello, guys.
Hello there.
Here you go.
Thanks
Great.
very much.
Okay, thank
Take
you.
care. Yeah.
Yeah, now you see the Washington behind me. I'm walking towards the White House. Yeah, Joe's not doing as well as he was first couple of months, is he? Well, it's a tough man. It's a tough job, man. I wouldn't want to be elected official. You're never going to please everybody. Everybody's going to yell at you, and they have a right to. People yell at me now too, but that's very rare. So, anything more? Just so I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with the audio on, and to help you guys in any way I can. And I found what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I don't worry about Social Security. I don't worry about dying as much anymore. My kids are grown, so I'm very biased. So I know everybody isn't in my position. So. And I've been studying this for a long time, so that's why I think the best way is to have other people who are in your position tell you from their experience. My experience is different, and that's why, to me, the Let's Go Help, I'm trying to make sure that people know that one of the main reasons for Let's Go Help is for people to help each other, because you're at the same position. I mean, somebody who is not struggling in the same issues anymore, it's hard for me to relate what's really important and what experiences you have and how to overcome them. And, you know, it's a complicated world, and we're all really different people. So the more you can get someone like you that's experienced it, just got their first grant, and it'll be better than me telling you that it's there. I'm just sort of like a guide, you know, a scout. A scout in the military who went out, okay, and found out where the enemy was, and then we have to do this. And then you, for your own life, you have to decide how to use what I find. and then what happens when it doesn't work and all this other stuff. You could get better information sometimes from the people who've done it than from me who just found it. And that's it for us. So we're all important in life. And to me, anybody out there who's listening to me, you're the most important thing in my life, because you make what I'm doing, you make me feel important about it. Man, there's nothing better in life than that. So that's why I appreciate every second of this. Thank you.